Welcome back to our channel, Fly the Atlas. Today we will talk about the top 10 places to visit in Portugal. Lisbon and Porto get all the love, but there's much more to Portugal than its captivating historic cities. Golden beaches, mountainous parks, and lush river valleys are among the many highlights of this small Iberian nation. Every region has its own diverse attractions, and finding the best place to go depends largely on your own interests. If you're after sun-kissed beaches and aquatic adventures, look to the Algarve. For historic architecture-filled towns with a rich traditional dining scene, make your way to Evora. In this video, we are going to tell you the top 10 places to visit in Portugal. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel Fly the Atlas to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Serra da Estrela National Park. The Serra da Estrela, Portugal's highest mountain range, is the place to come for rugged landscapes, outdoor adventures, and glimpses of a dying traditional way of life. Hikers can choose from an extensive network of high mountain trails offering stunning views, and the region's fascinating mountain villages provide ideal bases for outdoor adventures. At the highest point in the country, Tor Peak, it is artificially pushed to 2,000 meters or 6,561 feet by the addition of a not-so-subtle stone monument. Here you can slalom on the only ski slope in Portugal. Oh, and by the way, did we mention the furry shepherd puppies cavorting along the road? You'll probably want to take one home with you. Number 9. The Algarve. Sun worshippers have a lot to celebrate in Portugal. Along the southern coast, the Algarve is famous for its beautiful and varied coastline, and you can join the crowds on the crowded sands of the main resort towns, or find seaside peace on spectacular, unspoiled beaches backed by cliffs, sculpted by the wind. Days are spent playing in the waves, taking long walks by the sea, or surfing some of Europe's most memorable surf spots. The Algarve is also one of the best places in Portugal for children. You'll find family-friendly beaches, water parks, and plenty of outdoor adventures. From boating to hidden sea caves to exploring undeveloped islands. There's never a bad time to visit this area. With 300 days of sunshine a year, you'll find the best prices and thinnest crowds in winter. Number 8. Coimbra. Portugal's liveliest university town, Coimbra rises steeply from the Rio Mondego, and its beautiful medieval quarter is home to one of Europe's oldest universities. Students roam the narrow streets dressed in black capes, while the sound of fado, Portugal's traditional style of soul music, drifts through the Moorish city gates to the stained glass windows of the historic Café Santa Cruz. Adults will enjoy the city's student nightlife and the medieval lanes of the heavily stacked historic center. Visitors with young children can keep busy at Portugal dos Pequenos, a theme park with miniature versions of Portuguese landmarks. Number 7. Evora. Ideal for historic architecture, in the heart of the Alentejo region, Evora is one of the best preserved medieval towns in Portugal, and it's an enchanting place to spend a few days. Inside the 14th century walls, narrow, winding lanes lead to striking monuments, including an elaborate medieval cathedral, Roman ruins, and a picturesque town square. But it's not just a place of architecture and history. Evora is also a bustling university town, and its many restaurants serve excellent and hearty Alentejan cuisine. Number 6. Douro Valley. One of the most beautiful regions of Portugal lies just east of Porto. Here, the meandering Rio Douro flows past towering hills covered in steep terraced vineyards that make up the oldest demarcated wine region in Europe. Whether you come by boat, train, or car to the Douro Valley, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking views at every turn, especially as you approach the charming village of Minho in the heart of the region. Many travelers embark on a day trip, but to make the most of the region, spend the night in one of the region's vineyard-surrounded guest houses, such as the Quinta Nova or Casa Cimiera. Number 5. Porto. It would be hard to imagine a more romantic city than Porto. Portugal's second largest urban center is intertwined with the narrow pedestrian streets, Baroque churches, and cafe-studded squares, leading the eyes to the Douro River and its iconic bridges. Needless to say, there's no shortage of things to see and do. Start in the Ribeira district, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, then cross the bridge to explore the centuries-old port vineyards of Vila Nova de Gaia, where you can sip the best port in the world. You can also learn about Porto's history, both the drink and the city, and other facets of Portuguese identity at the World of Wine, a sprawling complex of museums, restaurants, and bars overlooking the city. Although Porto is defined by its dignified history, its modern architecture, cosmopolitan restaurants, vibrant nightlife, and artistic activity breathe a new life into the city. Number 4. Minho. It lies about 100 kilometers from Porto at the mouth of the Rio Minho, a wide river of even greater historical and cultural importance to the Portuguese as it marks the border with neighboring Spain. The river gave its name to the entire northwestern province of Minho, which tourists can see as a renowned sub-region of Porto and northern Portugal. The Portuguese have a particular fondness for the Minho, a verdant region of vineyard-covered valleys, rugged mountains, secluded beaches, and quaint river towns that seem little changed over time. The gateway to the region is Barga, a city with Roman ruins, a legendary medieval cathedral, and flower-filled quiet squares dotted with open-air cafes and restaurants. Further north, you'll find the Prague Nacional da Peneda Grace, a vast rugged wilderness of dramatic peaks, winding streams, and stone villages frozen in time. Dozens of hiking trails crisscross the reserve, taking walkers along ancient Roman roads, castle ruins, or glistening waterfalls. You can also cool off in idyllic pools, one of the best places to be in Portugal during the summer. Number 3. Sintra. In the 19th century, Sintra became the first center of European Romantic architecture. Ferdinand II transformed a ruined monastery into a castle where this new sensibility manifested itself in the use of Gothic, Egyptian, Moorish, and Renaissance elements, and in the creation of a park mixing local and exotic essences. Other beautiful dwellings, built on the same model in the surrounding Serra, created a unique combination of parks and gardens which influenced the development of landscape architecture throughout Europe. Less than an hour by train from the capital, Sintra feels like another world, and it's a great option for a day trip away from the city center. Like a fairy tale setting, this historic hillside township is dotted with stone-walled taverns and overlooked by a multicolored palace. Forested hills form the backdrop to this storybook setting, with towering castles, mystical gardens, eerie mansions, and age-old monasteries hidden among the trees. The fog that rolls in at night adds another layer of mystery. Chilly evenings are best spent by the fire in one of Sintra's many charming B&Bs. Number 2. Setubal Peninsula. The Setubal Peninsula is located south of Lisbon and has a border with the Tejo wine region. This region sits just across the Tagus estuary and is the perfect place to spend time exploring the natural beauty and enjoying the excellent local wines. This is thanks to the perfectly warm maritime climate. A trip through the Setubal Peninsula also means the chance to experience some of Portugal's best fortified wines. Do not forget to accompany these wines with local dishes because Setubal is well known for its gastronomy. The Setubal Peninsula offers the ultimate Portuguese wine tourism experience for wine connoisseurs and casual wine drinkers. South of Lisbon, the Setubal Peninsula has long been the weekend playground of the Lisbonetas, or the Lisbon locals. A ferry ride, followed by a short bus or bike ride, takes you to the Costa da Capriça, a seemingly endless beachfront that gets wilder and less crowded to the south. If you want a surf lesson, some downtime on the sand, or a meal overlooking the lapping waves, this is the place to come. If you're looking for a bit more solitude, head to Prague Natural de Arabida at the southern end of the peninsula. Here you will find cliffs covered in thick vegetation, picturesque coves, and beaches like Praia do Portinho de Arabida, with fine sand, azure waters, and the ruins of an ancient site that dates back to Roman times. Number 1. Lisbon. Lisbon, or Lisboa in Portuguese, is a city, a port, the capital of Portugal, and the center of the Lisbon metropolitan area. Located in western Portugal, or in the Tejo estuary, it is the westernmost capital of the continental Europe and serves as the country's main port, largest city and commercial center, politics, and tourism. 7 iconic hills tower over the postcard-perfect panorama of Lisbon, with its cobbled lanes, white domed cathedrals, and grand civic squares, a captivating scene shaped over centuries. The Portuguese capital is full of galleries to browse, including the Museum Nacional do Azulejo, with its treasure trove of ceramic tiles, and castles to explore, like the perched Castelo de São Jorge. And the city has enough pastel de nata or cream pie spots to satisfy even the most foodie visitor. At night, Lisbon's revelers take over, filling old-fashioned drinking establishments, buzzing jazz clubs, and all nightclubs that are open once the sun goes down. We have come to the end of today's video. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay safe. We will be back soon with another video.